Welcome, beautiful people. Hope you're having an amazing day, a fantastic week. It's your host today, Mr. No Shame, out here with Echoes of Wisdom, with some wisdom to echo. I hope you're having an amazing day. I know I am. Today's questions is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be regarding the same topic, but a little bit different. So give me a second to readjust my situations one time for the one time. Let's see if there's anybody I want to pull up to the chat. Let's see if she's available. Let's see if she's available. Alright. So today's question is going to be, how do you know when a friendship is over? And that's a solid one. I like that question. How do you know when your friendship with somebody has reached its climax, where that's it? There's no more. I would have to say, me personally, I would have to say when there's not genuine interest in each other's lives anymore. When there's not genuine interest in figuring out, yo, you good? Yo, you alive? Are you well? Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you still on this plane of existence? Like, you know what I mean? Since the last time we spoke, like, a lot of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that could be one important thing that really shows, like, if somebody, like, if they don't really care about, you know, your well-being, your existence and stuff like that, I feel like at a certain point, just kind of, all right, well, just fade out. And it's not no ill will or anything like that. Johnny, what's going on, gang? How you doing? It's no ill will. Oh, Johnny, ready to get into the video? Bet. All right, so we got my boy Johnny today. He's gonna be pulling up. And we're going to be chopping it up a little bit. All right, so. Hey,
how you guys doing?
What's going on, my good sir? How's everything going today?
Pretty good. How's everything going with you, man?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Trying to lock in some work. You know what I mean? Then I got to get that work. Got to get that pump in when we go to, you know what I mean? Got to hit the gym later, you know?
Exactly.
How you doing today? How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I feel blessed. It's a new day. You know,
Beautiful.
surviving.
Jacking that. I love that. I always go to my neighborhood Starbucks and I ask my homie, I'm like, how you doing today? He goes, I'm alive. I was like, nice answer. Nice answer.
Exactly.
So today's question, well, first off, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Sorry about the delay. I was trying to get a couple more people in here at one time, just kind of like have like a fluid motion type of thing, you know? But you already know it can be a challenge when it's different people from like East Coast and West Coast, down south.
Definitely.
So today's question is really a dope one. I definitely want to get your perspective on this. And it's a new question. So if you peep the content already, we've already asked a couple of thought-provoking questions. The first one was, what's something you know now that you wish you knew back then? What is something that makes a good friend a best friend? And now this question I want to hear your answer for is, what is a point with your friendship where you feel like it's just no more? Like there's no reason to really, there's no genuine benefit to continue this friendship, whether it be this person has just proven time and time again he's not dependable, whether this person continues to, for whatever reason, just be a perpetual liar, whatever it may be. But what do you feel, or at all, do you feel like, a real friend is somebody that sticks with you to the end, right?
Definitely.
Despite anything. So I want to hear your perspective. What do you think?
So, in my opinion, is I actually love this topic. I really like it. In my past, I was actually addicted to drugs for a very long time, for like a good 4 or 5 years. So I was actually in like a big circle with nobody who was really my friend at all. Like nobody really like checked up on me unless there was drugs involved or unless there was something that was going to benefit them. And to be honest, I didn't check on anybody else unless I was going to be able to benefit them at all. So I can say that I definitely wasn't a good friend to a lot of my peers during that time of my life. And honestly, I wasn't really experiencing too many like exemplary friendships anyways. So
Mm,
it was kind of hard for me to be able to put myself at a point where I could realize that the people that I had in my life was damaging my own character, and by doing that, I was damaging the people that I have in my life that I do care about and that I love very much, like my family.
hmm
Um, I think that it's extremely important to treat everybody in a way that keeps everybody uplifted. I think it's very important to check on each other. It's very important to just be around. You know, like we're human beings. We're social creatures. Like I I don't think that we should be putting ourselves in a point where at a place where we're putting ourselves above others or anything
hmm
like that. And I think those are kind of like the characteristics that kind of like separate the good friends from the bad friends. Or sometimes I even thought that some of these people were good friends just because of maybe they did reach out every once in a while and ask how I was doing, or maybe they did do what seemed like a, a good deed for our relationship or anything like that. And then comes to find out, like I said before, later on, there was usually something like some type of string attached, you know, even
Mm.
if you see it right then at that moment. So,
So a level of authenticity behind it is what can dictate whether or not the friend is good or bad, right? Like, is this coming from the heart, or is this person trying to garner something, trying to manipulate me in some sort of shape or fashion? I also do like that, like to keep a friend around if you guys are keeping each other afloat. I love that point. I think that's very important. I think if I've recently just kind of come like just dawned upon me, right? I was like, if I'm gonna hang out with my friends, why not? Because I'm in a creative space, right? So why not create? Why is it that
exactly,
when we're just hanging out, we're solely hanging out? There can be something going on in your life and something going on in my life that maybe we need perspective on. Maybe we need some sort of input, some sort of maybe we can, just spitball ideas. Whatever it is, being able to have that person that can continuously you know, go like back and forth. You guys are actually like helping each other and figuring out ways that you can help each other's lives, that's very important to have. I think the moment I think once a friendship becomes this sort of like mundane thing, like every time y'all go, oh y'all just drink. Okay, bro. I mean, like that's cool, don't get me wrong. We could drink, but like or we can go out and we can go to a club, but let's how can I help you? How can we progress each other's lives? How can we help each other outside of just having fun?
exactly,
And I think
exactly,
that's very important, man. I think that's very important. I think a lot of people um, don't understand that. Like they'll just have friends around because they've been friends for years. But just because you've been friends for years, that doesn't mean people don't change. People change, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of whether or not the change is mutually conducive for both of you. And, if it isn't, maybe if the person has changed to be a little bit more like, you know what, I'm content with life, but you're someone that is like, you know what, I want more from my life. So when y'all talk, y'all realize your conversations aren't enlightening, or maybe they're not, what's the next move? And you kind of just grow apart. And that's also okay, right? I think that's also fine to grow apart from someone, not to necessarily separate, but I think it's also okay when you have a friendship that you grow apart and you're able to come back together. I think
Yeah,
that's so cool.
honestly, I think that's the correct way to handle like a relationship not going well is to be able to grow apart from somebody rather than to be able to crash and burn with them. You know,
Mhm.
but that's not going to benefit any of you guys. It's not going to help you out as a person, and it's not going to help your friendship out. So at the end of the day, like I think you made a very strong point. I think it's a it's very very it's a very very good thing to be able to learn when a friendship is no longer doing you guys any good and when to walk away if you guys can't change whatever behaviors might have been going on in the first place.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the overarching premise of what I learned just as an adult. And I think this is something we'll probably do like next week. We'll switch up the question a little bit, but it's just um it's that ability, man. That it's that ability to kind of like agree to disagree. I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of people. I feel like there's always this weird tension or stigma. It's like I've learned that long ago. I learned, hey man, you believe the sky is green? By all means. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, Chief. That's if you agree. It's blue. Like, I ain't gonna argue with you, Chief. Agree to disagree. And we just keep it pushing. Smiles on face, good vibes, keep it going, you know? Um, but yeah, I like that. Yo, and you have any other things that you'd like to say in regards to friendship? Maybe in regards to the last question that we had, because I know that's when you actually tuned in and saw what we got going on. So if you would like to also add to that, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, just like a nice little solid point. What is something that makes a good friend a best friend for you? What is like that? That's my dog.
the people that end up being my best friend rather than just somebody who's maybe a temporary friend or maybe somebody who might not even necessarily be my friend are the people that stick around even when times get tough. So even when you might be going through something horrible or they might be going through something horrible and you might be having a rough time, still reach out to the people that you love, to reach out to the people that you care about. And hopefully these people are doing the same back for you, you know? I think that one of the most valuable things that we have in this world is the ability to be able to socialize with each other because we're able to get different perspectives by doing so and we're able to understand a little bit better about how each other thinks. And I think that that can help skyrocket a friendship. I think that that can take somebody from just being like on a normal friend basis to being best friends because once you start to share like a personal connection with somebody, it
Hmm.
it's just what I said, a connection, a very strong bond that becomes unbreakable.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that, John. You killed it, bro. You killed it. I think you dropped some solid wisdom today for some people's. Definitely gonna post this right after this right here, and I'm also gonna do another story post. Um, and I'm gonna talk to my buddy who will also do the channel with. I'm gonna see what's the next questions he's thinking of. But I think I would like to what I'm seeing a lot, him and I both talking. Let me know what you think. Actually, what I've been seeing a lot is a lot of dating BS. I've been seeing a lot of dating videos, like a lot of oh, like from women, men should do this.
Oh, yep.
Top tier man is blah 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 blah. If a man don't do this, then he's not da 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 da. Or or the perspective of for like guys, it's like, yo, I don't even approach women no more. I don't. I'm just staying to myself. I'm just. So, what do you think maybe the next question could be something pertaining towards dating? Do you think that would be a valid thing?
I mean, I definitely think it would be something that's definitely would be useful in our day and age. You know, I think,
Because I want to draw the line between giving out wisdom and like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like to be perceived as another one of those. Like I'm not trying to be perceived as a dating coach or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shed some light on certain things that, I find to be like completely just either A, completely outdated, like example being like the aspect of like um females did like a big update on like the dating scene, yet for whatever reason they won't approach a guy,
Yeah,
like
I
little
mean,
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like so bet. I mean, I just want to see if it would be open, like how people feel to it. But I mean, hey, I feel like it's a solid topic. So I think the next video will definitely be about that. For sure. We'll figure out the question though. But if you want to join in on that one, I would definitely love to hear your input on that. I think that'd be a good vibe. So we'll figure that out, and then I'll definitely give you a message.
all right. Thank you very much.
Yo, thank you for pulling up to the live, sharing your wisdom. I appreciate it, man. I definitely know that this is gonna help some people, even if it's one or two people, and they see it and they're like, "Yo, that's facts. I need some friends that need to help me grow." That's enough. You know what I mean? So we're out here trying to help people one person at a time. Thank you, Johnny, for joining the live. You rock, man. And I will definitely hit you up once I'm done with the live.
All right. Thank you very much.
But of course, my brother, Future.
All right.
That's my boy right there. That's my boy right there. You dropped some wisdom today. You dropped some wisdom today. I like that. I like that. We gonna go straight up. It's the end of the vibes. That was solid. Shout out to Johnny for pulling up and dropping some solid wisdom. So, if you don't know when to stop being someone's friend, the best point, I mean, the best thing, honestly, is when you realize neither one of you are growing from being around one another. Um, but that's not to say that you two can't separate temporarily to better yourselves to then come back and hopefully mend that friendship. So I love it. I love what he said. Next video we'll probably switch up the question again. Or we'll probably keep the same question to see what what this other person I had scheduled for today has to say, and then we'll switch up the question after that. But thank you everybody for if you tune into the lives or if you watch the lives after the fact, it means a lot to us here over at Echoes of Wisdom. And we're just gonna try to make sure we keep it consistent out here. So thank you so much, and I hope to catch y'all in the future. Later.